fine. Sorry. Not day 10.
Writing the missing punctuation in the sentence. If you think climbing walls is a new idea, you'd be wrong. What do you think that sentence is missing? No. I'll give you a hint. It's not a comma this time.
Is it on purpose?
Look toward the end. You'd. What might you'd mean? Prepositional phrase. Now remember, a prepositional phrase tells either like when or where something's located. Okay, so after his death, the rock will be named Sherman Rock. What would be the prepositional phrase?
Sherman Rock?
No, it tells when or where something's located. Okay, so what would be the prepositional phrase in that? After his death, the rock was named Sherman Rock.
After his death. This one, because it feels like there ain't no missing punctuation. It looks like there's no missing punctuation.
If you think climbing walls is a new idea, you'd be wrong. It's not missing a comma. What's that called? Apostrophe. You're right, yes. Go get one. Are you done, Mike? Okay, one more minute. Okay, raise your hand if you're not finished. Okay, one more minute. Yes.
Just the first one?
No, all of these. Okay. Did we already do number 2?
No.
Okay. Number 3. Circle the words that should be capitalized in the sentence. Clark Sherman was a Boy Scout leader who loved climbing. What's that? It's already capitalized. You're right, but it's already capitalized. What other 2 words might be capitalized?
Scout.
Not just scout, but
Boy Scout.
yes. Good.
Proper name.
Good. Now underline the article. Underline articles like A and B. Describes what we're talking about. Circle the pronoun. What's a pronoun? When we're talking about Darren's shirt. Yeah, Luke. Yes.
That's what an article is.
And then article describes what we're talking about. So it says it's A and B. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and go over this. If you're not finished, you can finish as we're going over it. Because there's only 8, and you should at least be close. Alright, number 1 up at the top. You were to write the missing punctuation in the sentence. Elizabeth, what is that sentence missing? Not a comma. Mackenzie's not here. Abraham. And number 1, did you figure out what that sentence is missing? What's that called? You have it right, but what's it called? Tell us where it goes first. Before the D on U'd. Who can tell me what that's called? Kenzie? An apostrophe. Very good. An apostrophe. What is that word called? No, don't say U'd. Just what is that called, Natalie? You know? Okay, but what's that called? We're going to put those together. Amaya? Huh? A contraction. Very good. A contraction. We put 2 words together to make one word. What 2 words are we putting together here? Jacob Mosley? U'd. What 2 words is that standing for? Darren? You would. Very good. You would. Number 2, write the missing punctuation in the sentence. Kenzie, what's that sentence missing? A comma. Where does the comma go?
Before Seattle.
Not before. After Seattle. Why would a comma go after Seattle, Logan? Seattle's not. Washington's the state. What's Seattle? Like Maynardville, Tennessee. What's Maynardville? Jay? City. Very good. We always put a comma between the city and the state. So if we're saying I'm from Maynardville, Tennessee, we would say Maynardville, comma, Tennessee. Number 3, circle the words that should be capitalized in the sentence. Clark Sherman was a Boy Scout leader who loved climbing. Jacob Brown, what should be capitalized there? Boy Scout. Very good. Boy and Scout. Both words should be capitalized. Number 4, underline the article in sentence A below. Conley, what was the article? Luke, what was the article? No, we're on number 4. Underline the article. What is it? The. Very good. Who can give me another example of an article besides the? Maya? No. A. Very good. The, a, and are all examples of articles. Number 5, circle the pronoun in sentence A below. Now, we've been talking about possessive pronouns a lot, which means that they own something. This one is not owning anything. It's just a pronoun that's standing alone. Keely, what is the pronoun? He. He. Very good. I give that example. Every time I could say, Darren's shirt is beautiful, or I could say, his shirt is beautiful. Okay? It replaces someone's name. A pronoun does. Number 6, underline the prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase. Logan, what's the prepositional phrase in number 6? After his death. Very good. Now, remember, a prepositional phrase can tell where something's located. So if I say put your books in the desk is a prepositional phrase. But it can also kind of tell when. So in this case, it's telling after his death. Prepositional phrase. Number 7, circle the helping verb. Landon, what's the helping verb in number 7? Was. Very good. Was. Number 8, circle the word below that is spelled correctly. Who can tell me what that word is, first of all? Let's see. Caden, what is that word? Equipment. Very good. Equipment. Which one of those equipments is spelled correctly, Caden? No. Abraham? Nope. Haley? The first one. Very good. The first one. Equipment does have a T after the P. Equipment. All right. I want you to get out your fluency paper, find your partner, and go where you're supposed to be quickly. No, he's with Jay. Maybe she don't have. She's missed a lot. Maybe she hasn't been here with.
Yeah, she don't have a partner. Remember you said
Okay.
she'll start this week.
Okay. All right. Is everyone ready? Okay. Remember, we keep the noise level down so everyone can hear their partner reading. Okay. Ready? Go.
Guys, and all at the great giant redwood towering far overhead. Her families visit the Northern California had been full of fun activities and historic sights.
Good.
Road to the majestic redwood was icing on a cake. This is
Stop. You got farther today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh wait. No, that's right. 28 minus. How many words did I circle? Okay, fill out the back side of the paper quickly. 6 words. Okay, so 38 or 28 minus 6. 22. And circle it. Now the words I circled are the ones you missed. Write it on there. All right, is everyone ready?
yeah.
I heard a no. Who said no? Okay. Huh?
Visit.
No, that's not visit. What is that?
Vacation.
Yes. Now, and you miss words like, you miss the because you get going too fast. You know, oh, I'm sorry.
What if you go past one?
Good. Good. All right, is everybody ready?
Yeah.
All right. Reading quietly. Go. Go ahead and go back to your seat because those words are going to come.
Glenn and her older brother Shane hurried back to Glenn and her older brother Shane hurried
Stop. Okay, fill out the back side of the paper, make your way back to your seat. Keely's coming around to collect work folders as you make your way back to your seat. Good job. Keely's taking it up already. While she's taking up work folders, I want you to go ahead and get out a piece of paper and make sure you have a pencil, which you should have already had. paper. Pauline, you need a piece of paper. Huh? Kenzie, you need a piece of paper. Alright, so we're talking about similes and metaphors today. You should already be at least a little familiar with similes and metaphors for maybe even 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade. So raise your hand if you can tell me what a simile or a metaphor is. Luke, do you know what a simile is? You know what a metaphor is? Okay, what's a metaphor? No, that's not a metaphor. That's an idiom. What's this? You know what a simile is? What is a simile? It doesn't end with like or as, but it does use like or as. But what does it do? You know?
I don't know.
Keely?
Compares two things using like or as.
Very good. A simile compares two things using like or as. So anytime you see a sentence that's comparing two objects and has like or as, it's a simile. What is a metaphor? Conley? Very good, Conley. So it does the same thing. It compares two things. So there we would be comparing him and a cheetah, right? But it does not use the words like or as. Okay? So a simile compares using like or as. A metaphor compares to, but it does not use like or as. What, Kenzie? You forget your hand was up? Okay. So our goal for today is I can create similes and metaphors and explain their meaning. And I can interpret the meaning of similes and metaphors in context, which means I can tell what the simile and metaphor means. Okay? Alright, so we already said what a simile is. It compares two unlike things using the words like or as. Okay? So one or the other, like or as. So here's an example. Your explanation of the problem is as clear as mud. Now, what are we comparing here? What are we comparing here? Your explanation is as clear as mud. Let's see, wrong class. Landon, what are we comparing here? Your explanation of the problem is as clear as mud. We're comparing to what? To mud. Very good. Now, what do we know about mud, Jacob Brown?
It's wet.
What else?
Dirty.
It's dirty. Is it clear?
No.
No, it's brown, isn't it? Yeah. It's brown. So if we say your explanation of the problem is as clear as mud, what does that mean?
It's dirty.
Everybody. Not as dirty. It's what? No. It's not good, right? If I explain something to you and you say, well, that explanation was clear as mud, that means you don't understand what I was talking about. I didn't explain it to you very good at all, okay? What about the next one? The football player ran like a streak of lightning. What are we comparing here? Logan, get your head up. Abraham, what are we comparing here? The football players running to what? Running and a streak of lightning. Alright, so if we're comparing the way he runs to a streak of lightning, what are we saying about the way he runs, Malachi? He runs fast. Because what do we know about a streak of lightning? It's fast, isn't it? It's very fast. So if I say the football player ran fast, well, you don't really know how fast the football player ran, do you? I may think he's running fast, but you may think he's running slow. So if I say he ran as fast as a streak of lightning, well, then you know how fast I'm talking about, right? You know I mean really, really fast. Okay, I want you to turn and talk to your table, and I want you to decide if this is an example of a simile. Turn and talk to your table. If you think it is, you need to be able to tell me what we're comparing. You don't have to write anything yet. You don't have to write anything. I just want you to talk about it. you call me back and tell me that again a little bit? I'm getting served. It's okay. Alright, let's see. Taryn, is that an example of a simile, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Why is it an example of a simile?
Because it is comparing her feet to ice.
Her feet to ice. So what do we know about ice?
It's cold.
It's really, really cold, isn't it? So why would we say her feet were as cold as ice?
Because her feet were cold.
Her feet were really, 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 really cold, weren't they? If I just say my feet are cold, well, you don't know how cold I'm talking about. But if I say my feet feel like ice or my feet are as cold as ice, then you know they're really cold, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what about this one? Turn and talk to your table. Is it an example of a simile, yes or no? We're talking. Take a brown, sit down. Natalie, is this an example of a simile? No. Okay, why is it not an example of a simile?
Because it's not comparing anything.
It is not comparing anything. What does that sentence have in it, though, that might trick you? Everybody. As. Very good. As. It grew colder as the day passed. We're not comparing anything here, so that's not a simile. Okay? Even though it has the word as in it, it's not a simile. So if you see a sentence with the word like or as, it's not always a simile. Okay? Alright, what about this one? Carla doesn't like chicken tenders. Talking to our table. Hayden Kidwell, is this an example of a simile? No. Why is it not an example of a simile? Hayden?
Because it doesn't have letters and. It doesn't have letters and it just doesn't have anything to make words.
Well, it does have the word like. It isn't comparing anything, is it? It's saying Carla just doesn't like chicken tenders. It's not comparing Carla to anything. It's not comparing chicken tenders to anything. Okay? Alright, the last one. The congressman's long speech was like watching paint dry. Okay. Kinsey, is that a simile?
Yes.
Okay, why is it a simile?
Because it's using light.
It does use like, but why else is it a simile?
It's comparing
Okay, what are we comparing here?
versus long speech with watching paint dry.
Okay, so we're comparing his long speech to watching paint dry. Now, let's think for a second. What do we know about watching paint dry?
It takes forever.
It takes forever, but what else?
It's boring.
It's boring. Very good, it's boring. So why would we compare his long speech to watching paint dry, Luke?
Because it's so long.
It's so long, and was it fun to watch? No, it was boring, wasn't it? Very good. Okay, now we're going to talk more about metaphors. Now, Conley told us that a metaphor does the same thing. It compares two things, but it does not use like or as. And Conley, you were exactly right. Most of the time a metaphor just says something was something. So if I say, Amaya is an angel. I'm saying I'm comparing Amaya to an angel, but I'm not using like or as. Okay, so that's an example of a metaphor. So we're still comparing without using like or as here. So these two are examples. The basketball player was a giant. Haley, why might we compare a basketball player to a giant? Why might we compare a basketball player to a giant? He's really tall. What else might a giant be? Big, right? But we know a giant is tall. So we're saying here the basketball player was a giant, meaning that he's tall. Very good. What about the second one? The classroom was a zoo. Classroom was a zoo. Jacob Nicely, why might we compare the classroom to a zoo?
Because like it's big.
What do we know about a zoo? Okay, what about animals? Okay, some of them were very loud. Some of them are wild animals, right? So why might we say the classroom was a zoo?
Because everybody was loud.
Everybody was loud. Everybody was acting like a bunch of wild animals, right? So if we say the classroom was a zoo, would that mean they were sitting there quietly doing what they were supposed to be doing?
No.
No, we would say it was very chaotic. Okay, huh?
It's like a different thing. Like if it's loud, if it's assembly, it will be quiet.
The opposite of saying it was a zoo would mean they were quiet, right? All right, what about the last one? Nancy said chicken. Everybody, what does it mean if you call someone a chicken?
They're scared.
They're scared. They're scared. All right, let's see. Hey, is this a metaphor? Yes or no? Talk to your table. All right, Malachi, what do we think? The snow is a white blanket. Is it a metaphor, yes or no? Okay, why is it a metaphor, Malachi? What are we comparing here?
The snow and the blanket.
The snow and a white blanket. Very good. Why might we compare snow to a white blanket? What do we know about a white blanket, Conley?
Because the white blanket is
Okay, a white blanket's white and it could look like snow. What else about a white blanket though? Darren?
It's so fluffy.
It's very fluffy. Okay, it looks fluffy. You could jump in the snow and it'd be fluffy, but why else? Think about it. Why would we say a white blanket? Taryn?
Because it looks like the snow.
Okay, what does a blanket do, Natalie?
It keeps you warm.
Well, besides that, what does a blanket do? It covers you up. What does snow do?
Covers you up.
Covers the ground. Very good. So if we say the snow's a white blanket, we just mean that the snow looks like a blanket on the ground, right? And it looks fluffy, like we said. Okay. What about this one? Talk to your table. Yes or no? You are so pretty. I don't hear any talking over here. Okay, Landon, is this a metaphor? Why is this not a metaphor, Landon? We're not comparing anything, are we? We're saying you are pretty, but we're not comparing you to any kind of object. It has to be an object, okay? Pretty is not an object. It's just an adjective. We're saying that she looks pretty, okay? Or she is pretty. Okay, what about this one? I kind of already gave this one away. Amaya, is this a metaphor?
Yeah.
I already used that example once. What are we comparing here, Amaya? You and an angel. Why would we compare someone to an angel? What do we know about an angel, Alexis? They're nice. They're sweet, right? So we're saying you are very sweet. That's why I compared Amaya to an angel, because she's sweet. Okay, last one. The clouds are balls of cotton. Haley, I see you with your hand up first. Is this a metaphor? Yes, it is. Haley, what are we comparing here? Clouds and balls of cotton. Why would we compare the clouds to balls of cotton? Elizabeth? The clouds look fluffy. What do we know about cotton? It's fluffy. What color is cotton? White. What color are clouds? White. Very good. Yes. They're also soft. Well, cotton's soft, right? We clouds look soft, don't they? Yeah, they look like they would be soft. Okay. How are similes and metaphors alike? Raise your hand if you can tell me. Jacob Nicely.
They're both comparing something.
They're both comparing two things, aren't they? They're both comparing two objects. Very good. So they both compare two objects. Okay? How are they different? Luke, how are they different?
One uses like and as, and one of them doesn't.
Very good. Which one uses like or as, Luke? Good. Simile uses like or as. Metaphor does not. So it compares without using like or as. Alright, we're going to watch a short video over similes and metaphors. This video is funny, so watch. There's metaphor man. That's why he's got an M on his shirt. She's Simile Woman. Easy as pie. What's that mean? Really easy. Good. You're good as gold. What's that mean? You're really, really good. Good. Someone's a it could mean mean. A snake can also mean they're sneaky. It says strong as an ox. Why would we say someone's strong as an ox?
They're
Really strong. Very good. Yes, they're really strong. All right. I'm going to, first of all, Elizabeth, will you turn on the lights? And I'm going to come around and give each table a task card. Now, on your task card, it's going to tell you have two different problems. One's going to be to create a simile, okay? The other one is going to be to create a metaphor. Now, I've given you an object on your card, okay? Let's see. So, for example, if your card says, create a simile comparing a star, okay? What can we say about a star?
It's bright.
It's bright. Okay, so if we're creating a simile with a star, we could say the star was as bright
As the sun.
as what?
The sun.
As the sun. Okay, that's all you have to do. So I've given you your object. You have to figure out what you're going to compare that object to. Also, when you're creating a simile, you have to use one of what two words?
Like or as.
Like or as. Which one did I use here? As. Very good. If you want to use like, that's fine, but you have to use like or as for it to be a simile. Okay? Yes.
You used it once.
Just because I said as bright as the sun. Yep. All right. You're going to work together.
Thank you.
And create two. You're welcome. Create a simile and a metaphor. Yes, Luke. Yes.
Are we all comparing
Are you what? You're all. Yeah. Everybody at your table is to write this. But you're going to work together. Okay, so what are we comparing?
Candy
Okay.
and your teacher.
Okay.
We're putting your sweet as candy.
Okay.
And bull. Put in bull.
What is the working together. You can use the same one, but I want you all to come up with it. Okay.
We made up a metaphor. We got day on it. Day on it is a beast. We're comparing day on it to a beast.
Okay.
What's this word?
Good, Luke. Soldiers were as strong as a what? What are we comparing our metaphor? The teacher. Okay. So what are we going to say about the teacher? We have to compare the teacher to something.
She's no.
Now remember, we can say she's nice, but that's not comparing her to an object. Okay. We have to compare the teacher to an object. What are we going to compare her to? To something.
My
Okay.
teacher is as nice as me.
Now that's a
simile.
because you use what word? Remember, a metaphor just says something is something most of the time. Like I said, Maya is an angel. Now, you don't have to use angel, but you're going to compare your teacher to something. What could we say? You don't have to have different words. We're just working together to create it.
And then Darren, my brother, strong. Yeah, we're talking about me and my brother. We're done.
Got it?
Yeah. The Chile is as cold as the Antarctica.
Okay. Don't say as cold as the Antarctica, just Antarctica. As Antarctica.
As Antarctica.
Mm-hmm. It needs to be capitalized.
As in.
Just as Antarctica. You got it?
Yeah, we got the first one. The melody. I can do this one. My sister will grab.
As small as a cat. No.
Number 2.
You're comparing your sister. You don't really have a sister. It's okay. Just pretend like you do.
I have a stepsister. She's in 3rd grade. I have one half sister.
Okay, we're not going there right now. We're doing our test work. Did you get it, Alexis?
My teacher is an angel.
I know what I
Well, that is true. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
You float.
She circled Darren Bolt and I circled Darren Strong Bolt. Does that work too? Like that's what we're doing. We circle what we're comparing.
you're really comparing Darren to a bull. We just know a bull is strong. But that's okay. You don't have to circle. Okay, we're going to share these. Let's see. Taryn, your table, first of all, what was your simile that you had to compare? What was your task?
So our task was create a simile comparing chili, and then our other one was create a metaphor comparing a basketball.
Okay, so first it's comparing chili, and this is chili like you eat, not it's chili outside, right, Jacob Brown? Okay, and then the other one was a metaphor with a basketball player.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the simile we created?
Okay, so for chili, the chili is as cold as Antarctica.
Okay, the chili was as cold as Antarctica. What do we know about Antarctica?
It's cold.
It's really, really, really cold. So the chili was ice cold, right? Okay. What was your metaphor?
For our metaphor, we put Jay on it is a beast.
Jayana is a beast. What are we comparing here?
Jayana
to a beast. Very good. What do we know about a beast?
It's very good.
They're strong, they're big, they're fierce. Very good. All right, Maya. Good job, girls and boys. Maya, your table. What was your simile task?
Baby.
Huh?
Baby.
To create a simile about a baby. Okay, and your metaphor task?
Your sister.
Your sister. Okay. What is the simile you all created?
The baby is as small as a cat.
The baby is as small as a cat. Okay, so what do we know about cats? They're small. Okay, so the baby's small. Okay, and what else? What was your metaphor? Listen. Logan, pay attention. Huh? Now, why couldn't you use that? No, these are all comparing. Ah, so what does that make that? A simile. Fix it. We'll come back to you. Good job, Alexis. All right, Luke. What are we comparing for a simile? Our soldiers. Okay. Luke, what's the simile we created?
The soldier is strong as a tank.
Huh?
The soldier is strong as a tank.
Okay. The soldier is as strong as a tank. Like, did they drive a tank?
No.
Like a tank truck? Okay. So what do we know about those trucks? They're really strong and unstoppable, aren't they? Very good. All right. What was the metaphor we created?
It was about smart.
About what?
How smart you are.
Someone smart. Okay.
Smarter than a shark.
Huh?
Smarter than a shark.
Now, what are we comparing here?
Smart. A smart person to a shark.
You didn't put a person. You just put smarter. Fix it. I'll come back to you. Darren, your table. What was the simile? What was your task card? Okay, someone who is strong. And what did we create? Darren is as strong as a bull. What are we comparing here? Darren and a bull. Very good. Okay, and your metaphor was? Your brother, okay? What was the metaphor we came up with?
My brother is cooler than us.
Huh?
My brother is cooler than us.
My brother is cooler than ice. Okay, so what do we know about ice?
It's
Really cool. Okay. All right, Caden's table. What was your simile task?
My simile was a simile with candy.
With candy, okay? What did we come up with?
You are as sweet as candy.
You are as sweet as candy. You know, candy is really sweet and full of sugar, right? So that person's really, really sweet, okay? And your metaphor? Comparing your teacher. What did we come up with? My teacher is an angel. Who agrees? Oh, okay. What do we know about an angel? They're really nice and sweet. Yes, very good. Okay, did we fix our metaphor? What did we come up with?
My sister is meaner than Savannah.
Okay, so you're saying I'm mean. So you're comparing your sister to
You?
Miss Savannah. Okay, so in this case we're saying Miss Savannah's mean, right? Amaya, that was a terrible idea to come up with that. All right, so in this case we're saying Miss Savannah's mean and her sister's even meaner. All right, very good. Luke, did you fix it?
Yes.
What'd you come up with?
He is smarter than a shark.
He's smarter than a what?
Shark.
Shark, okay. So we're saying that a shark is very smart. It has to be, right? To survive and find all of its food. And the boy's obviously smarter than that's what you're saying. So he's really smart, right? All right, good job. I am going to, let's see. Let's answer these questions first. First of all, I want to know how do we explain why we compare one object to whatever we've decided to compare it to. So, for example, you all compared your teacher to an angel. Why might you compare your teacher to an angel?
Because she's really, really nice.
She's really nice. So why do we pick the other object that we compare something to? Do you understand what I'm asking? Like if we say my feet are as cold as ice, why would we use ice?
Because it's very, very cold.
Okay, so why would we use similes and metaphors? Taryn?
So you can, so people know how cold your feet are, or people, like, let's say that you say that boy is fast. People won't know how fast you think he is.
Okay.
So you're going to say the boy is fast as light.
Very good. So if we use similes and metaphors, whoever we're talking to can tell more about what we're talking about, right? They better understand what we're talking about. Very good. So that helps us understand the object being compared as well. So you all said the chili was as cold as Antarctica. Now if you just said the chili's cold, someone might say, well, it doesn't have to be hot for you to eat it. You can eat it. Maybe they think it's warm, right? But you saying the chili's as cold as Antarctica might even mean that it had ice in it, right? Who wants to eat chili with ice in it? Not me. So that makes whoever you're talking to understand what you're saying better, right? Very good. Why is it important to know the meaning of the object we're comparing something to? So, for example, why would we say my feet are as cold as fire? Why wouldn't we say that? Because fire's not cold, right? Fire's not cold. Okay, what if we said candy is as sweet as vinegar? Vinegar is not sweet, is it? So we have to know the meaning of what we're talking about as well. Otherwise, it won't make sense. So if Taryn says the chili's as cold as lava, I might be like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Because that means it'd be very hot.
Right, that's the opposite. You might say the chili's as hot as lava, but if you're saying as cold as lava, that doesn't make sense, right? Okay, I am going to come around and collect your pass card. And I'm going to give you a copy of the Grinch poem. Now, this is not a poem we have to memorize, like our Halloween poem, okay? This is just, we're going to pick out similes and metaphors from the stanzas of the poem. So, when you get it, put your name on it. Thank you. Oh, can I have that pass card? Okay, so go ahead and put your name on this when you get it. Oh, thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you. Did I get your pass card already?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so some of you may be familiar with this song already. This is a song that they sang on the Grinch, okay? We're going to look at the first stanza. First of all, who can tell me what a stanza is in a poem? Kenzie? But what is a stanza? Kind of looks like what? No. Luke? No. Keely, what were you going to say when you had your hand up?
A stanza is kind of like a verse. Like it has different, it's only so many.
Okay, it kind of looks like a paragraph in a poem, doesn't it? Very good. It kind of looks like a paragraph. So let's look at the first one. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as petally as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. Okay, I want you to find one simile or metaphor in that stanza. Who's found one? Let's see. Jay, what is one simile or metaphor from that stanza?
You're as curly as a cat.
You're as cuddly as a cactus. I want you to write that on that first line. Okay, you're as cuddly as a cactus. Is that a simile or is that a metaphor?
Simile.
It's a simile. How do we know it's a simile? They use as. I want you to label it with an S for simile, okay? What are we comparing here? Haley? So what are we comparing? Mr. Grinch to a cactus. Now let's think about that. What do we know about a cactus? Landon? It's hokey. Would you want to cuddle a cactus? No. So are they saying, oh, you would love to cuddle the Grinch? No. What does it mean to cuddle?
Hug.
To hug, right? So would you want to hug the Grinch? No. They're saying you would not want to hug the Grinch. He's just like a cactus, okay? What's another simile or metaphor from that stanza, Darren?
You're as charming as an eel.
Huh?
You're as charming as an eel.
You're as charming as an eel. Very good.
You want to direct that?
Yes. What is that one? A simile or a metaphor, Abraham? You're as charming as an eel. Is that a simile or a metaphor? It's a simile, Abraham. Why is it a simile? What word does it have in it? As. Very good. It has as in it. So that one is a simile. Now, why would we say the Grinch is as charming as an eel? Why might we compare him to an eel? What do we know about an eel, Natalie?
That it's not pretty.
It's not pretty, but why else?
It's not charming.
It's not charming, but what else?
It's like icky.
It's icky, but what can eels do?
Shock.
They can shock you and kill you, can't they? They can shock you. So is an eel charming? No, not at all. They're saying the Grinch is not charming here, right? Okay, what's another one? Let's see. Hayden Kidwell? Okay, you're a bad banana. Now, would anyone want to eat a bad banana? Does anyone like bad bananas? No. So why would we compare him to a bad banana?
Because he's mean.
He's mean. No one likes the Grinch, right? No, we wouldn't really compare him to a bad banana because he's mean, because a bad banana is not mean. They're just
They're like
no good, right? Could a bad banana stink?
yes.
Maybe. So could this mean that the Grinch stinks? Maybe. Is you're a bad banana a simile or metaphor, Jacob Nicely? Metaphor. Very good. Very good. Good job, Luke. You're on it today. Okay, there's one more. Jacob Brown, can you find it? Oh, wait, there's two more. Sorry.
You're a mean one.
You're a mean one. Very good. You're a mean one. Is you're a mean one a simile or metaphor? Metaphor. Why would we say he's a mean one?
Because he's mean.
He's mean, right? Just because he's mean. Okay, there's one more. Elizabeth, I hope you're writing this. There's one more. Keely, what is it?
You really are a heel.
You really are a heel. Now, let's think about a heel. Think about like a loaf of bread. The end pieces are called the heel. What do we know about those end pieces?
They're no one likes them.
No one likes them, right? No one wants to eat the end of the loaf of bread. So, what are they saying about the Grinch here? No one likes the Grinch. Very good. No one likes the Grinch. Okay, I want you and your table to work together, and I want you to do the next two stanzas. Okay? The next two stanzas together. I'm going to come around and help if you need help. All you have to write is S or M. Yeah, like we did up there. S or M. Well, you mean you have to write the similar metaphor and then label it S or M. Yes.
Does it matter what order we're
No.
in? Oh, I'll write mine.
You don't have to, it don't matter what order, as long as you
You know, I
have it all.
noticed something on the top stanza. They all start with you.
Your? Mm-hmm.
Your,
Right.
you, your.
We're doing good.
Malachi, sit down. Now, don't forget you have to, you're right, but don't forget you have to label that as similar metaphor. So don't put your other ones too close together. If you want to put the S in before, that's fine.
That and the
Don't forget you have to label it. Good.
Your brain is full of eggs. Your brain is this.
You're done.
Really?
Because your brain is full of spiders, what are we comparing?
Your brain is
No, we're not saying your brain is a spider. We're just saying your brain is full of spiders. We're not comparing anything there.
Oh yeah, we got it.
If I say you are tall, I'm not comparing you to anything. I'm just saying you're tall.
Come on, we got to move on.
Okay? Yes.
Do you have to?
I want you to write the line like we did up there and then label it S or M. Okay? There's only two in stanza 2.
Really?
Yes.
There's what?
Only 2.
We already found them. Yeah.
The book movie.
Yes.
Told you.
What?
Can't believe it.
I was looking for the one and neither a spider.
I just only got these tops.
So it's only your house. I put it down with it.
That's it, Mr. Howell. Thank you.
You have termites in your smile, would that be one?
Huh?
You have termites in your smile, would
Now, are we comparing anything there?
Yeah. Would you have?
Because we're not saying your smile is a termite. We're just saying you have termites in your smile. We're not comparing anything there.
Is there any more than that? You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile. Is that one?
What are we comparing there?
Your tender sweetness and seasick
No, we're not comparing tender sweetness and seasick crocodile. We're comparing
him and a crocodile.
Good. You could just put like you seasick crocodile.
And this one.
Huh? You have to do this one too. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your spine. You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given a choice between the two of you, I'd take the seasick crocodile. Are we done?
Miss Savannah, wouldn't you have termites in your smile? Wouldn't that not be one because it's not comparing anything?
Good. We're not comparing anything there. We're saying he has termites in his smile, but we're not really comparing.
It's not comparing anything.
We're not comparing anything there. We're not comparing his smile to anything. We're just saying it has termites in it.
But this would be one, if they had the choice between it, you'd pick the crocodile because he's comparing him to a crocodile.
It's not that last one.
Not that one, but that one. Because he's comparing it to a
Uh-huh. Well, there's one more.
I know.
Okay.
Huh?
We're going to move on to this in a second, okay? Wait on me. Okay, let's talk about these. Alright, let's look at the second stanza. You're a actually, let's see. Darren, read the second stanza for us.
You're in my stern and big men, the hearts and all the women full of fire. Yeah, fire in your soul. I wouldn't touch you until
All right, Darren, come up and write one of the similes or metaphors on the board. And label it. No, write it on there. Like we did up top. Write your E. It's okay, just fit it in there. Squeeze it in there. After the R. There you go. Circle it? No. All you got, no. You're a monster. Okay, now label it. Metaphor or simile? Oh. Is he correct?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Why would we compare Grinch to a monster? What do we know about a monster?
Because they're mean.
They're mean. They're scary. Very good. They're mean and they're scary. All right. Let's see. Amaya.
You forgot to eat on your.
No, there's not an E there. It's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Not so whole. Here. Is she correct? Yes, she is. Now, why would we compare his heart to an empty hole? What do we know about an empty hole, Landon?
You don't have a heart?
Why? What about an empty hole, though? Hello. I do. Yes. I'm getting observed right now. Can they wait till after I'm done? It's okay. Okay. Yes, she is correct. So what did we say about an empty hole, Darren? I heard you say it. There's nothing in an empty hole, right? If it's empty, there's nothing in it. So what are we basically saying here?
He doesn't have a heart.
He doesn't have a heart, does he? There's nothing in it. There's nothing in his heart. Actually, I don't need to erase that. Let's go on down. Maybe. Not on down. I have to do it over here. Sorry. Okay, the next one. Did we already do the next one?
No.
Okay, do the next one quickly. On your paper. We already did it on paper. That's what I was asking. Okay. Let's see. Natalie, come up and put one of the similes and metaphors. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile. You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given a choice between the two of you, I'd take the seasick crocodile. All right. Oh, flip the pen. Sorry. Now go. Very good. Is she right?
Yeah.
Yes, she is. Now, why would we say a foul one? What do we know about something that's foul? Jay? It's stinky. What about a foul ball? It's no good, right? So we're saying that he's stinky and no good. Okay, what's the next one? Let's see, Elizabeth. There's only one more. Go to the next one, that's fine. It's okay. As long as we can read it, it's okay. And you can stop at crocodile, okay? Now label it. Is she correct?
Yes.
Yes, she is. So what are we comparing here?
Him to a seasick crocodile.
Him to a seasick crocodile. So we're saying he's just as sweet as a seasick crocodile. How sweet would a seasick crocodile be, Logan? Logan, would a seasick crocodile be sweet? No. What might a seasick crocodile be like? Really mean.
And not sweet.
Huh?
And not sweet.
And not sweet. Really mean, mad, angry. So are we saying that he's sweet? No, we're saying he's not sweet. Okay, I want you to put your comb over to the back side and do the last. Is there two or one back there? Do the last two really quick. You already did them? You're on it.
Can I write one of them up there when we do it?
We're not. I'm gonna take these up. We're not gonna do these out loud. I want you to try to do these yourself, independently, not as a group. Okay? Yes. You nauseate me. If something makes you nauseated, that makes you feel like you're gonna throw up.
That
makes me sick. Okay? No.
That would be
Because why?
because it ain't comparing nothing.
Yes.
This time
We're not gonna write these.
Oh.
I'm gonna take this up.
Okay.
Okay? If I let someone else write, I will let you guess. Yes, look.
Okay.
That second word is nauseate. If something makes you nauseated, that means it makes you feel like you're gonna throw up. You're gonna get sick, okay? You nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nauseous super nos. You're a crooked, dirty jockey, and you drive me a crooked hoss, Mr. Grinch. Your soul is an appalling dump heap overflowing with the most disgraceful assortment of rubbish imaginable, mangled up, tangled up knots. What would the first one be?
So you're nauseated.
No. So what are we comparing here?
You too.
I'm not comparing anything. What about this one?
Yes.
You're a crooked, dirty jockey. What are we comparing here?
You.
Mr. Grinch to a
Cocky.
dirty jockey. There you go. So that's the first one. And you don't have to write the whole thing. You just write to there. Okay? There's only 2 in the first stanza on the back. And the second stanza there is 2. 2 and 2. Now, you're a crooked, dirty jockey. Is that similar or metaphor?
Metaphor.
Why is it a metaphor?
Because it does have like a ass in it.
Yes. Holly, you doing okay over there? Okay.
Could you shorten this one out here?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yes. Because that's just extra information. It's really comparing it to a dump.
So where was so we could stop it there.
Yep. Okay. Because what do we know about a dump? Dirty.
And it smells.
And it smells. When you're finished, I want you to take your paper and put it in the basket. Keep your notebook paper out. Just take your poem and put it in the basket. Yes. Make sure your name and number's on it, please. That's okay. Look, just do this. No, they're switched. So write these up there. No, with a nauseous super nos. What are we comparing? So why'd you write that? Can you help him? Don't tell him the answers. Because what's he comparing him to?
Oh, that's good. How many are there?
2 and 2.
Is it Swivl and who next? The very bottom. Last metaphor.
No.
I think that's the thing.
It'll be all right.
It's okay.
Don't worry about that. Let's worry about it.
Hey, those of you that are still working, I'm going to give you about 1 more minute to finish up. It's okay. It's okay. Can you wait? If you can't wait, then go. If you can wait, I want you to wait a minute. Okay? They're going to go in a minute. pad. Name and number on that. I won't know who this is if you don't. Are you done? Yeah. What are you supposed to do when you're done?
Write my name in the
Yes. Just turn it in like that. Okay, we need to move on. Go ahead and turn it in, Carmen. We need to move on. Go ahead and turn it in. We need to move on. Okay. I remember when turning it, we need to move on. Okay, let's see. Elizabeth, will you turn out the lights again? Okay. Alright, I'm going to play, this is fun, I'm going to play short clips of songs that you know that have similes and metaphors in them, okay? So you're going to have to find the simile and metaphor in the song, and then we're going to talk about what they mean after we play the songs through, okay? So, I'm going to pause it after it reads the lyrics or sings the lyrics, and you're going to write the simile or metaphor that you find, okay, before we move on to the next song. Okay, Keely? So everyone can stay caught up. Jacob, nicely, go ahead and turn that in. With what you got, okay? Alexis, turn it in. Hurry. What do you need, Keely?
Tissues.
Can you wait till we do this? Okay. All right. Okay, if you saw a similar metaphor there, you need to write it. Actually, hang on. Let's not write it. I just want you to think about it for a second. Think about whether it would be a simile or a metaphor. That way it won't take so long. And then I'm going to go on to the next one. Then we'll come back and talk about it. Okay? You don't have to write it, Kenzie. I just want you to think about it in your head for a second. Is it a simile or metaphor, or is it either? And what are we comparing? Then we're going to come back to it. Okay? Next one.
So you don't want us to write it?
No, just listen.
I love you like a love song, baby. I love you like a love song, baby. I love you like a love song, baby. And I keep it in the beat, 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 beat.
What are you thinking as you're singing? Logan. Okay, let's back up to this first song. Okay, simile or metaphor here, Taryn?
Simile.
Simile, very good. Taryn, what are we comparing here?
Like you're changing your mind
Okay, them changing their mind to what?
to girls changing.
To girls changing clothes. How many times does a girl change their clothes a day?
A lot.
A lot. Very good. So what are they saying here?
That she changed her mind a lot.
You change their mind a lot. Very good. Okay, the next song. Okay, I love you like a love song, baby. Simile or metaphor here? Haley White. Why is it a simile? Huh? It's using light. Very good. What are we comparing here? Okay, the way she loves him to what? Luke? No. We're comparing the way she loves him to what? A what? A love song. What do we know about a love song?
It's sweet and romantic.
It's sweet and romantic. So does she love him a lot? Yes. All right, next song. Okay. Logan. Similar metaphor here. Where's it at? Can you find it? Hayden? Okay, where is it at? You're right. Where is the metaphor, Hayden? Well, what is a metaphor? So what do we say a metaphor usually does? It usually says something is something. So can you find an example of that on the screen? My heart's a stereo. Very good. That is a metaphor. What are we comparing, Hayden? What are we comparing? The heart to a stereo. What do we know about a stereo? It plays music over and over and over, right? So if they're saying my heart's a stereo that only plays for you, what are they saying? Their heart, what?
Only loves them.
Only loves them. Very good. Okay, next one. Okay, this one's a little harder. Okay, there's actually 3 here. Who can tell me one? Well, actually, let's just see. Jacob Brown, can you tell me one of them? Okay, so what are we comparing here? His heart on his sleeve to a big deal. Now, if you wear your heart on your sleeve, who knows what that means? Does anybody know what that means?
You put your,
You know, Darren?
you'll love them forever.
No. Jay?
Your heart is showing that you're alone.
No. Good guess.
Your heart is your alone.
No. If you put your heart out on your sleeve, that means you just put it out there. Okay? So you're putting your heart out there whether they love you back or not. So they're putting their heart out on their sleeve like a big deal because it is a big deal to them to put their heart out there whether they're loved back or not. Right, Logan? Get your head up. All right. What's another one? Jay? Okay, your love pours down on me, surrounds me like a waterfall. What are we comparing here? Elizabeth? Your love pours down on me, surrounds me like a waterfall. What are we comparing? The love to a what? To a what? Their love to a waterfall. Very good. They're comparing their love to a waterfall. What do we know about a waterfall, Kenzie? Okay, it does come down. What would happen if you stood under a waterfall?
You get wet.
You would get wet, but what would it do?
Pour down and go.
It would go all over you, right? The water would go all around you. It would pour down on you like a waterfall. So why might they say that your love pours down on me like a waterfall or surrounds me like a waterfall? Would a waterfall surround you if it was under you? Or if you were under it? Yes. So they love every part of them, right? Okay, and there's one more. Logan, do you know? What is it? Okay, it's a force field, right? Now, what are we talking about here? It's a force field itself is not, but him feeling so close and it being a force field is. So they're saying they feel so close, that's what they're comparing. The closeness to a force field. Does anybody know what a force field is?
Like
Darren?
something like on some spaceships and Star Wars and force fields, and it like bounces off of them.
It pulls stuff in, right? Think about a magnet. Think about a magnet. If you have little tiny magnets on your desk and you have a big magnet and you put that big magnet next to those other magnets, what happens?
They come back to.
They attach to it, right? That's a force field. So he's saying he feels close, I feel so close to you right now. It's a force field, meaning that you're pulling me in. Okay, right, Natalie? Okay, and the last one. Okay. Simile or metaphor, Jacob, nicely? Simile, because it's using what word? Like. Very good. What's a G6? Does anybody know?
It's a car.
Car. Very good. A car. It's a very nice car, right?
Yeah.
Right. All right. So they feel pretty fly, huh? Pretty cool. Okay. I want you to, actually, I want Elizabeth to turn the light back on. And as your exit ticket for today, because we're almost done, I want you to write me one simile and one metaphor of your own. I want you to make up your own simile and your own metaphor, preferably one we haven't talked about, okay? And I want you to tell me in one sentence what your simile or metaphor means. So, for example, don't use mine, but mine up there on the board, I made a simile. The star was as bright as the sun. Now, under that, I would write, the star is really bright. That's what that means, okay? That's what I want you to do. One simile, one metaphor, and tell me what it means. When you're finished, make sure your name's on your paper. First, you need to decide what you want to compare. It can be anything. Yes. Are you done already? You didn't tell me what they mean. And yeah, you have them right. You need to label them too, but you need to tell me what they mean, Kate. Why don't we change that? Say something else it's mean. What else could it mean? My brother is a what?
Boy.
Okay.
I only have one boy.
Okay. You need to tell me what they mean. Yes, like this. She's an angel. She is sweet. Tell me what it means. Okay? Okay, this is right, but you need to tell me what it means. My brother's meaner than Godzilla means he's really mean. Right? You need to tell me that. Okay, this is right, but you need to tell me what it means. Your eyes are as bright as stars, it means.
It's bright.
Okay, your eyes are really bright. Tell me what they mean. Okay, the sun is bright as heaven. You mean what? What does that mean? The sun is really
Bright?
Yeah, you need to put that.